Have you ever had someone's last words haunt you? Words that echo in your soul, even years after they were spoken? Now imagine those words came from Jesus Christ himself. A quiet upper room, candlelight flickering, bread broken, a cup passed, and then a solemn voice filled with love and gravity. Do this in remembrance of me. Simple, yet eternal. These weren't just words. They were an invitation, a command, a legacy. But what did he really mean? And more importantly, what does it mean for you and me today? In this video, we're diving into one of the most profound moments in all of Scripture, the Last Supper. We'll explore the theological depth behind Jesus' final command. We'll unpack what it meant for his disciples then, and what it must mean for us now. And if you stay with me till the end, you'll see how these words can radically reshape your relationship with God, your daily walk, and your eternal purpose. Because do this in remembrance of me is not just about bread and wine. It's about transformation. The story begins in Luke 22, verse 19. And he took bread, gave thanks and broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." Let's pause here. Jesus is just hours away from being betrayed, arrested, beaten, and crucified. And in this moment, instead of fear, he offers a meal. Instead of self-preservation, he gives instruction. He holds bread, breaks it, and tells them it's his body. Then he gives a cup and calls it his blood, poured out for many. But it's the words that follow that strike deep. Do this in remembrance of me. This isn't just about ritual. It's a command, a sacred rhythm, a spiritual anchor. In the original Greek, the phrase "do this" translates to poet tudo, meaning continue to do, keep on doing. Jesus wasn't instituting a one-time event. He was launching a perpetual covenant, one meant to be practiced again and again across centuries, cultures, and continents. This doing is more than drinking wine or eating bread. It's a living reenactment of the gospel. Each time we partake, we're proclaiming his death and anticipating his return. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 26 confirms this. For whenever you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes. So when we obey his words, we're not only remembering, we're preaching with our lives. Now, let's focus on the heart of it. In remembrance of me, this isn't vague nostalgia. It's active remembrance, the kind that changes how you live. In Jewish culture, remembrance wasn't passive. It meant to bring something fully to mind, to relive it, and respond accordingly. When God remembered his covenant with Abraham, he acted. When Jesus tells us to remember, he's asking us to realign ourselves with him, not just his death, but his love, his sacrifice, his promise, and his presence. Now here's where it hits home. In modern times, it's easy to treat communion as routine, a few minutes during a Sunday service. But Jesus meant for this act to transform our hearts, to remind us of who we are in him and whose we are. Every time we take communion, we remember that we're forgiven completely and forever. We remember that we're united with Christ and with each other. We remember that we're called to live lives of sacrifice, love, and surrender. It's not just bread and wine. It's identity. It's intimacy. It's invitation. In a world of forgetfulness, we are called to remember. In a culture that celebrates self, communion reminds us of the cross. While society says, do what makes you happy, Jesus says, do this in remembrance of me. It's a countercultural act. It's saying, my life is not my own. It's kneeling before the one who knelt to wash feet. It's embracing humility in a world obsessed with pride. Let's bring it even closer to home. In moments of doubt, remember. In seasons of heartbreak, remember. When you feel abandoned, anxious, ashamed, remember him. He was broken so you could be whole. He bled so you could be free. And in the quiet of your spirit, he whispers even now, "Do this in remembrance of me." Not just at the communion table, but every day. When you forgive your enemy, you remember. When you choose purity, you remember. When you love sacrificially, you remember. Maybe you've drifted. Maybe the routine of religion has replaced the fire of remembrance. Friend, it's time to return to the table, to the cross, to the one who gave everything for you. So here's my invitation to you today. Don't just remember Jesus on Sundays. Remember him in your Monday mornings, in your late night tears, in your daily decisions. Let every breath, every choice, every prayer be a living echo of his love. If this message stirred your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe so you never miss out on deeper truths that change lives. This isn't the end of the story. Jesus didn't just give us a meal, he gave us a mission. And as we remember, we become part of that mission. So take the bread, drink the cup, and live a life worth remembering.